Alright guys, welcome to another video. It's Raz here. Before we dive into this, guys, you know the usual drill. If you're new and you've come across the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, guys. Helps me out a ton. If you're already a subscriber, make sure you hit the notification bell so you know the next time new content comes out. And if you did like today's content, guys, give it a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you a lot. Post some comments down below and get this and share this out to YouTube universe. Let's help the channel grow. Let's just dive into this, guys. Why social media is killing your masculinity, alright? Why social media is killing your masculinity. And as you say, guys, I'm on the move, so I'm going to be driving while I'm doing this, alright? So we're just going to, guys, social media, obviously we use on a daily basis, alright? So we use, you're obviously aware of all these apps we're using. We're bombarded by apps in society. We have and it's getting the use of social media, the use of technology, the use of dating apps, the use of technology apps in general are getting so rife, alright? So we're bombarded by it, and we're constantly our attention's on it, alright? And this is the problem, guys, alright? Masculinity is developed by working on yourself. Masculinity is developed through life experience, alright? Masculinity is developed through trials and tribulations, alright? Masculinity is developed by going out into the real world. Masculinity is developed by finding your path and purpose, okay? Now, the problem with social media is what's happened is it's made available for you tools that you would need to go and work for. You as a man in the caveman days or the old days, alright, you would need to go and hunt for these things, alright. You would need to go and prove yourself for certain things. Now, let me give you an example of what I mean here so you get where I'm coming from. In days of old, right, or even the last 20 to 25 years ago, men competed more, guys, alright? Men competed more in, sorry if I bought that, guys, men competed more in life to attain things, alright? So there was always competition in terms of sports. There's competition in terms of out in the capitalist world, alright? What is capitalism? Capitalism is competition, alright? Healthy competition. If you're good at what you do and you have a good brain, you know, that's what capital competition is, and you're rewarded because of your efforts. You're rewarded because of your hard work and, you know, the ideas you've put in and the competition you put in the market, how hard you work in the market. And if your business takes off, then you're rewarded for that, alright? There was also competition, a lot more competition in terms of finding partners and relationships, going out and competing to find, even in the social scene, if you're going out, you know, on a social occasion, you're competing, going out and doing these things. Whereas now social media has tended to destroy all this, right? In the relation to, it's made these kind of things that you had to previously go and work for so easily accessible. So you have dating apps, alright? You have the dating apps that you simply go on now and you register, and you do not have to prove yourselves to the female. Don't prove yourself to female, guys. Let me reiterate that you don't have to compete to attain female interaction or female company, alright? You have simply to hide behind your profile and simply use this app to do all that work for you, whereas before you had to conquer by interacting, alright? Now it's done a push of a button. And let me tell you, the downside of that, guys, is it never ever works out for the man. It never works out for the man, and this is coming up to the point, but I'll just give you the point on this, that this makes men's masculinity take a fall, because these dating apps, that I've told you before previously, are set up to validate women. Most women on these dating apps aren't even interested in getting dates, guys. They just want free attention and validation. Most of these females are not even interested in finding partners on these dating websites. They use them to validate themselves and feel good about themselves. They're either sitting on a Saturday night board, or wee Johnny's in the pram, or wee Johnny's playing at the corner, or single mothers or whatever, and they're going on dating apps to pass the time and get some attention and validation. Same with maybe your exes, guys. They're trying to get attention and validation through trying to recontact you, so watch out for that trick as well. Alright, they just want the attention again. They're feeling like they're getting no attention. Maybe the grass hadn't been greener on the other side, and that's another wee trick they use. So that's just digressing a bit. So these dating apps in turn will then play to the women, and you're just wasting your time, guys, and thus killing your productivity, and thus killing your time to go and do other things, getting your path and purpose, or go and find other ways to earn cash flow or level up, guys. Now, that's one of the downfalls of social media and how it's killing your masculinity. Okay, let me give you another one. Okay, so you get these apps like TikTok, alright? TikTok, which is a very, very, guys, toxic, poisonous app, alright? Designed mostly, right, for gratification of females. I don't care. You can argue with me all this at this point, but it benefits females, and it steals your valuable time and your attention, guys. Now, guys, how does that affect your masculinity? Because it's stealing your attention and your time. Okay, guys, I've been there myself. Okay, so I'm not just coming out from my backside. Alright, I never went on TikTok ever, but I learned from social media apps because I found myself wasting time. You can't grab my attention easily, but I found my attention subtly being taken away by engaging even and scrolling through social media. And I started to over the last year and a half become so much more aware that I deleted my apps, and I'm going to go into that. Okay, so it steals your attention, your time that way when you get on it. That it's designed to be addictive, guys. Alright, so when you go on it, it's going to steal your attention. You're going to scroll through it. You're going to get females dancing, guys. In turn, this causes your brain neurons, guys, to become habitualized to that. It has an addictive trait to it. So you're just going to do it more and more and more, and then therefore becomes an addiction. Before you know it, you've wasted a whole hour on this TikTok app looking at these pointless girls, guys, who wouldn't even give you a DM, right? Maybe, and not necessarily just blaming girls. It's just probably TikTok has other kind of things on it, like pointless things that people are just doing silly things to get views, because these guys are earning money off it, guys. And you're watching these pointless, silly videos that have maybe 1 million views of somebody doing something silly, and this is how they grab your attention. So you've wasted your time, okay, and 2 or 3 hours are gone, and you've done nothing, and you feel empty at the end of it. And that's not what masculinity is about, guys. Masculinity is about chasing your goal, okay? Whatever your goal is, guys, right? Your goal may not be the same as mine, but it's about chasing your goal. And as men, you should be constantly growing. You should be constantly in pursuit of something, guys. That's what we are as men. We are strivers. We are problem solvers, and we cannot be satisfied, guys, with not finding a new pursuit, a new goal. So this is another example of how social media will destroy your masculinity. Then you get other toxic apps like Instagram, guys. Alright, so Instagram is another toxic application, right? To me, guys, Instagram is just basically another it's just basically literally nowadays Instagram is a dating app, alright, where these women again are predominantly women will use it for validation, guys. Go and look at if you don't believe me, go and look at Instagram. Look at most of the female profiles. They're shaking their booty, they're just taking hundreds of selfies of themselves, and you will get low-valued beta male simps increasing validation of these women by DMing them, liking them, and just basically pedestalizing these women. That's why these apps have become so notorious for women using these apps in this way to seek validation and attention, because of these low value males, these beta male simps who have over validated, over pedestrialized these women, which has caused this epidemic of social media use to provide free validation and attention. Alright, so and you doing that or engaging in Instagram, alright, is another one. It's again going to affect your masculinity, because it's designed, guys, to steal your attention. It's designed to get you to do that, kind of scroll through women's profiles, waste your time, look at feeds. These are all designed, guys, to steal your attention, and in turn, when it steals your attention is taken off your goals, your purpose as a man, alright, is then taken away. So you're not concentrating on yourself leveling up. You're looking at this app, another 2 or 3 hours is gone. Same thing, guys. It's similar to TikTok, similar to Facebook. All these apps, guys, were never designed to make it convenient for you. Was never designed for to increase your productivity. It was never designed to make you a better person. It was designed to steal your attention. All right, it's designed to waste your time. It's designed to damage your productivity. Okay, because these companies, guys, spend millions of pounds employing top class psychologists and finding ways to make these apps more addictive, and thus that's what they're doing. All right. So again, this destroys your masculinity, guys, because again, as I say, what is masculinity? It's getting on your path and purpose. It's finding different ways of earning. It's being a leader. It's leveling up yourself. Leveling up yourself in terms of your goals. How are you going to do that if you're on an app that's designed to make you addicted to it? How are you going to do that when you're scrolling on Instagram all day, looking at pointless feeds? And most of these feeds that you're looking at, guys, right, another toxic side of this, which is damaging masculinity, is most of these feeds, right, are designed against the masculine narrative. All right, it's very, very toxic against the masculine narrative. You will never get most of these feeds support masculinity unless it's by content creators such as myself, and there are certain content creators on there that do masculine feeds and put out good value and masculine content, but they're never going to be pushed unless you go and look for it. So if you're going on there on that purpose, of that basis, that's fine. But or I'm not saying completely shouldn't go on social media. If you're using those apps, guys, to advertise your business, is a very good tool. Instagram is a very good tool for business purposes. If you're on it for business purposes and you're advertising your business and you're trying to get your business out there, people to know about your business, that's fine, and then you get off it. All right. Otherwise, as I say, all these reasons, it's damaging your masculinity. It's feeding your brain with narratives that they want you to feed you with, okay, and a lot of that is detrimental to what you are as a man, okay, as I've explained previously earlier on in the video. I mean, if you have to go on and use these apps, guys, all right, what I suggest is you use it, give yourself a minimum time to use it, be aware of why you're using it, use it for business purposes only, and then do what I do. If I have to go and check that for business purposes, I have these apps deleted off my phone, and then when I need to go in to check them, I'll reload the app. So, and I seldom, guys, load those apps now, right? I use YouTube a lot, obviously, because I'm a content creator. YouTube is my business, and I do use YouTube a lot to watch other content creators, but I will only watch content that serves my brain, that improves me as a man, that serves my productivity, I'll listen to various lectures on finance. I'll listen to various lectures on the mind, on the brain. Sometimes I may watch various lectures on training and nutrition. These kind of things are okay to watch to use social media in that purpose, but avoid using social media in the way that I've described earlier in the video, guys, because it's there to destroy your masculinity, alright? And you have to be very, very careful. They're very dangerous and they're getting worse, guys. These apps are getting worse. These social media is getting worse for taking your attention. Your attention is very, very, guys, tantamount to your growth. Where your attention lies on a daily basis is where you're going to be in the next 5 to 10 years. And guys, sometimes I'm going to be straight with you. Sometimes even I struggle sometimes to keep my attention where I want it, because you're bombarded. But you have to just stay in control of what you're watching. You have to be aware at all times of how you're spending your time, and you have to be aware at all times of what you're doing. Conscious awareness. It's like having conscious awareness of your day, what you're doing, and the best policy is to ask yourself, how's this activity serving me? What I'm doing just now, how's that going to serve me down the line? Is that serving me in reaching my goals? And guys, sorry if this camera has been a wee bit shaky because I'm driving when doing this and the light started to fall, okay? So I do apologise for that. So guys, with that said, I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. I hope you got some value off it. So just be wary of these social media apps, guys. They are damaging, okay? They are damaging and they are toxic, and you'll continue to get bombarded by them. Only use them for business purposes as the gist of this video, and try and avoid scrolling on social media, guys. Start leveling up, start reading books, get into the habit, creating habit, guys, because it only takes 30 days to create a habit. So if you scroll on these social media apps long enough, you're going to create the habit of doing it consistently, and it's not going to serve any purpose to you. It's actually going to damage you in the long run. With that said, guys, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this one. Until the next time, guys, Shiraz out, and see you soon. Take care.